You know all those times I told you you needed security? Here's why.
I don't know how it is I've gotten older and you haven't. Some deal with the devil I was never offered.
So you know what I've been thinking for the last 4 years?
As it turns out, John, I've never known what you were thinking.
No newborn baby has control. Do you know what I'm talking about? In '84, before the Mac launch, you said...
Yeah.
You said that being adopted meant you didn't have control.
We're starting in a minute, so...
Why do people think I fired you?
It's fine, John. It's all behind us.
Is it? Don't play stupid. You can't pull it off.
You came here to ask me why people think you fired me.
Why do people think I fired you?
Just confirm something for me, okay? You liked the ad, right? The commercial, 1984, you liked it.
When are you going to get furniture?
It's not an easy process.
It is. You buy a couch, take it from there.
I'd be really surprised if you came here to talk about interior decorating.
I liked the ad very much.
You did?
You know I did. Now please
You're
answer my
lying
question.
son of a bitch. You tried to kill her.
It's time to take a hard look at the Mac.
It's past time. It's overpriced. We need to drop it to 1995. We need to double the marketing budget, put more bodies in an internal hard drive, and invest in file server.
Where the hell did you get the idea that I tried
Lee
to
Clow.
kill? Lee's wrong.
He's lying.
He's mistaken.
Where would the money come from?
It would come from finally getting rid of the Apple II.
The Apple II is the only thing making money.
You agreed with the board.
I understood the board's concerns, but I
The
certainly
board's
did not try
concerns that we didn't show the product?
to... Among other things. But my question
What
was...
other things? Honestly, I'm just asking because I'm curious. You said among other things.
Among other things, it was set in a dystopian galaxy. It took place on a planet where we don't live. It was dark and the opposite of our brand. And we didn't show the product. People talked about the ad, but most of them didn't know what we were selling.
The Mac needs to sell for $19.95.
There is no market research telling us that the Mac is failing because it's overpriced. It's telling us that people don't like it because they think it doesn't do anything. It's closed end to end. We didn't know it wasn't what people wanted, but it isn't. They want slots, they want choices, they want options. The way we buy stereos, mix and match components.
John, listen to me. Whoever said the customer is always right was, I promise you, a customer.
It had skinheads.
He was liberating them.
Liberating the skinheads.
The ad didn't have anything to do with fucking skinheads. We used them as fucking extras. Nobody even knows they were skinheads.
I'm just saying the board had concern.
You invented lifestyle advertising. And our brand was my brand.
My job is to make a recommendation to the board.
We showed a lot of happy people drinking Pepsi. We didn't say the world was going to end if you bought a Dr. Pepper.
Recommend that we drop the price and double the marketing budget.
I can't.
And we showed the product. We showed it being opened. We showed it being poured, being consumed.
Well, what are you going to do? Recommend that we kill the Mac?
I already have, Steve.
What? When? You think the secret to your success was not assuming people knew what to do with a can of soda?
I didn't kill the ad, Steve. I'm the only reason it made it on the air.
Just now, an hour ago, I'm coming from Markola's house.
What did he say? What did he say?
Invent something new. I'll give you a team. You can sit in Maui. The resorts come with couches.
Wait a minute, are you saying you recommended terminating the Mac? Or you recommended taking me off the Mac team?
We bought 3 spots in the Super Bowl. 2 30s and a 60. And after we screened it, the board wanted that money back, and they asked me to sell off the spots. Chiat Day sold off the 2 30s, but not the 60, and I let it be known to Lee Clow that if he didn't try very hard to sell the last spot, I wouldn't be unhappy.
If we drop the price
You
and
can
double the
drop the
budget...
price or double the budget. I mean, it's just, the only way to do that is take money out of the Apple II.
The Apple II should embarrass you. It embarrasses me. If you had any
It doesn't
pride at
embarrass
all.
the shareholders,
I don't give a
Steve.
shit about the shareholders. That's why I hired you, so I don't ever have to hear about
Shareholders are my problem, and the board represents the shareholders. That's how it works.
You sure it wasn't Lee Clow who dragged his feet selling the 60?
At my direction. Steve, you think he would have done that on his own, taken it on himself?
Yeah, I think he would have done what it took to save it from you.
I was the only thing protecting it.
You didn't want the ad because you were trying to kill the Mac 2 months before it
You
launched.
are fucking delusional.
Can I mention something to you?
Sure.
I have no earthly idea why you're here.
The story of why and how you left Apple, which is quickly becoming mythologized, isn't true.
Can I take this to the board myself?
Don't do that.
I am doing that.
You can't.
Why?
They believe you're no longer necessary to this company.
I get hate mail. death threats. I get death threats. My kids are getting taunted. Why do people think I fired you?
Joanna's gonna call my name in a second. Steve? That was unrehearsed. Yeah, I'll be there in just a second.
I gave you your day in court.
You gave me?
I gave the board a clear choice. I said, do you want to invest in the Apple II or the Mac? And they chose the Apple II.
The same people who wanted to dump
and
the
then I got on
Super
a
Bowl
plane
spot.
to China.
Mr. Scully, there's a call for you on line 1.
Or I almost got on a plane because I got a call in the lounge.
Who made that call?
Doesn't matter.
It matters to me. Who made the call?
John Scully.
John, if you get on that plane, you'll have lost your job by the time it lands. Steve's been calling the board. He wants you out.
I left my bags on the plane. My shit's still somewhere in Beijing. I took a car back to Cupertino in the middle of the fucking night.
I know what time it is. I need a quorum here in 1 hour, and I want Steve here too.
You took me off the Mac, and it was bad business. The quorum call was a homicide.
Right there. That's the part that's bullshit, my friend. It was a suicide. Because you knew your cards, and I showed you mine. I showed you mine, and you did it anyway. What did you think I was gonna do? I'm okay losing, but I'm not gonna forfeit.
I'm not